The Fashion and Design segment in association with Crown Paints. If you like it, crown it.
Ruff N Tuff is another textured feature that Crown does. It's a cement-based texture finish, which once again is an exterior, but it's all about bringing the inside out and the outside in. So Ruff N Tuff is very popular with interior designers for feature walls. The good thing about Ruff N Tuff compared to the Crown variation and the creation is that it can be produced as to your liking. It can be made from any of the 3,000 available shades in the Crown color chart and the color shade card. And you could create an entire room space just using Ruff N Tuff because you've got different application methods which give you different pattern. So you could ideally have a Ruff N Tuff which has horizontal lines as a feature and the rest of the Ruff N Tuff walls with a feather-like sort of a texture, and then they can be differentiated with the paints on top. You could use contrasting paints, you could use paints of the same color to just bring out different textures and different patterns in Ruff N Tuff. Ruff N Tuff can be featured ideally anywhere within your home space depending on the pattern that you choose and the color that you choose to apply over it. Ideally, Ruff N Tuff is suitable for spaces that are more public rather than more private, only because you want this texture to be appreciated, you want it to be seen, you want it, people to notice that you have it in parts of your house. Ideally, Ruff N Tuff is suitable for entertainment areas where maybe you have a bar of your own within your house, within your restaurant. You could have it as a feature wall for the reception, for the bar area, for your living room, a family room, a little lounge that you're trying to create, because there's very, very many patterns. There's patterns that could come across as playful and these patterns that could come across as very formal. Therefore, you could even have it in your boardroom or your office space, forming a feature wall in there. Ruff N Tuff is ideal for the fact that you can have wall mountings. You could have lights mounted on it, you could have photo frames mounted on it. You can, again, like variation, create pattern with Ruff N Tuff. You can do a brick effect, you could do any sort of thing, just you have to work around masking the area in terms of shape and pattern and sizing, and then work out on scale, because at a 1:1 scale these patterns are very different as they would appear on a photographic image, because you've got to see the proportion of the room and then go with the pattern. If you've got a very small room, to have large vertical lines on your Ruff N Tuff may be something ideal depending on what you're trying to achieve as the homeowner or as an individual of the space.
The Fashion and Design segment in association with Crown Paints. If you like it, crown it.
In our world, we can